You better wake up. The world you live in is just a sugar-coated topping. There is another world beneath it. The real world.
Hello, it's Dave from Davyverse. Shit intros. That's what I'm good for. The content is mediocre, but I agree the shit intros are brilliant. Wait, don't know why I'm talking to myself. Let's start. Marvel Studios temporarily shuts down production on Blade. So, this was October 11th. Remember that date? It comes up later. Let's get into it. Marvel Studios has temporarily shut down production on Mahershala Ali's Blade movie, according to an individual working of the production. So Wesley Snipes did the originals in 1998, I believe, and it continued the trilogy to 2004, I believe. So it's a wide span. I can see why they didn't bring Wesley Snipes back. The actor's pushing 60, I believe. Might actually be in his 60s. He can't be in his 60s, can he? I think he's pushing it. I don't think he is yet. Blade is heavily action oriented. You could get a stuntman in to do the stunts, of course, but with Blade he ages slower, which is meant to be like the vampirism. So I believe trying to get that to work. I've seen the anti-aging technology they've got with Tom Cruise within Top Gun Maverick. I just can't see the action being that thing, with switching in the stunt doubles and that. There's also the rumour that that Wesley Snipes. See, I just associate Wesley Snipes with Blade. That he was hard to work with during the movies, especially the third one. There was creative differences, and I just don't think the studio wants to go through that again. You know what it's like. You have one bad day and you just clash through it. But it's Wesley Snipes we're talking about, so yeah, let's just crack on before I say something. Production is delayed as they search for a new director. Continued developments on the script is ongoing. Script is ongoing. Remember that as well. That comes back up later. So crews on the ground were notified back then. And they're hoping to restart in 2023. Yeah, so it's going to be a few months delayed when they search for a director. Depends who they're bringing in. There's rumours that Audrey Cockburn, what did she do? She did that Hello Darling or Dear Darling. That she's now in talks to take over a franchise. I really hope not. Otherwise the rumours might be true. What's going on? Rumour as well. Okay, so on Tuesday Disney pushed the release dates back for Blade for November 23rd so it's been pushed back a year. Given the issues they're having, script issues will push into later. I can't believe why. So Blade, which will reboot the character into the MsheU. So they're bringing them into the Marvel timeline, which I mean recently is a bit, it's been downhill. So Mahershala Ali, who stars, will be taking over Wesley Snipes. We talked about that a bit at the start. He portrayed Blade, kicked off in 1998, I thought so, and ended in 2000. Oh wait, I was right, 2004. Flippin' hell. If you haven't seen, go watch the Blades. It's hard to believe, but it's some people now would be 22 years old, 24 years old even, and they might never have seen Blade. Given the age restriction was 18, I think it's blood, gore, kicking ass, and some canny babes. The films depart from the comic books, making Blade half vampire. So if anyone who didn't know, in the comics, Blade is referenced to being a human that is immune to vampirism, but the trilogy makes him half vampire instead. I do like it. To be honest, back at the time, comics weren't my thing. I could only really afford like the main ones, like getting Batman or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Superman's Flash. I couldn't really put money into getting alternatives like Blade. Plus, I really wonder what my parents would have thought if I came back with Blade, big vampire on the front, blood, gore. Yeah, I might have been locked up in an institution when I was coming back about 5-6 years old with Blade. Yeah, well. We'll continue. Made for relatively modest 45 million. Christ, even with inflation, that would be nowhere near the blockbusters today. Surprising hit. I mean, was it surprising at the time? It's got everything written in it what people want, like. So it made 131 million back then. With inflation, you'd be looking at about 200 million now, wouldn't you? More than that. Okay. So next 150 weapon. Read. Oh, and this is now saying that that's credited with helping revival of superhero movies in the wake of Batman and Robin. That's the one with Poison Ivy in it. I mean, it was sort of slapstick, like, wasn't it? But read. So this is saying it's paved the way for the Dark Knight trilogy. Christ. So when they try to tell you that this is the first black superhero every 5 years or so, no disrespect to the original Black Panther, but Chadwick Boseman, I'm sorry for his loss. He was a good actor. He was a good Black Panther, but he wasn't the first. But it's easy enough to trick people that have grown up now and didn't get to see this. So you can actually credit Wesley Snipes. Even then, I'm sure that you can go back further than that. Okay, just appeared. Read. Fair enough. And I think that's that. So yeah, Marvel have shut down production on Blade. This was last month. This was done due to the director leaving due to creative differences. Aye, I wonder what them creative differences were. What's this? Rumours Marvel's Blade's been rewritten. Original script allegedly ripped off Underworld's and was laughably woke in particular. Flippin' hell. According to rumours, development on Disney's upcoming introduction of Blade to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going far worse than they previously reported. Get me out. Read. Got to admire the artwork on this. I've seen the modded stuff now. They've put thing on it. This was only a few years back, I believe. Given the art, I would say probably 15 or 16, maybe a bit later. So, see, they don't put the effort in these days. They could have done a bit more, but compared to modern shite, they've actually put the effort in. Wait, 2018. Yeah, that wasn't far off. You can tell by artwork and stuff, like dates and rough dates and that. You see the modern stuff, they put nothing in the backgrounds, or the generic characters are the same. There's nothing. There's no little Easter eggs and that. It's worth your time going back to the classics. I've started doing the same now. Just all this just expendable income of being an adult, it just really helps out. I even had a paper run as a kid, and I still couldn't buy the good stuff. I don't know. The latest word regarding Blade, Kers production, was brought to public attention on November 4th, and I would credit this to Doomcock. I saw his video. Oh, it was a good video, like. I do recommend you going to watch that. That's it there. Overload DVD, subscribe to that. I'll try and get up for it. No way, you got to be kidding me. Where's the ad? Always ads. Nope, not having it. In the video uploaded on Overload DVD on read, so we've been through that. So he has information. He basically doesn't disclose the sources, and he's a bit unsure himself. So he says take it with a pinch of salt, I believe. Well, yeah, he does. See, I'm on the ball there. Disney Doomcock claims to have learnt that the real reason and quitting production, and my bit that nah. See what I mean? Modern stuff. It's they still put detail on the main character. They could have done a bit more. I'm sure Shad from Shadiversity would complain about this, as if he tries to bend over, that would go straight into his abdomen, but is what it is. Is what it is. Is that one of the ones? 19. He's still got the whiskers. Nothing really background. Generic. Detailed. You can tell. 2006. Brick. Net. Bleachers. Contrast. Even got the flipping the cables and pipework. Spider-Man's back and like details, foldings. Wait, I'm getting off topic. Get off topic. My apologies. Been talking for a while. This is my second time. The audio didn't record the first time. Sorry about that. So Doomcock recalls that the individual had informed him on. So last month the script was really bad, and made it worse, it stole the main plot of Underworlds. Wait. So it stole Underworlds. Don't see it right there. So in the script, Blade had I was going to say I don't want to steal the premise of Doomcock's video, but they're pretty much listed here anyway. So I'll tell you. So it seems like that they're going to set Blade into a supporting role and push for a female protagonist to then take over, as all doing in modern times. Which you could then go back to Underworlds if you wanted a female lead, which I don't know why they haven't done, because the whole vampire versus werewolf thing, it's a good premise to have. But yeah, let's go into this. In the script, Blade had a daughter, but for whatever reason she was not a vampire, so it looks like they're going back to the original source where Blade was a human. They were going to explain this using the mother and the way she was born. I'm glad I'm not at that writing table, because that seems complicated as fuck. Nobody wants you. She worked with her father mostly as intelligence, right? So, and then daughter gets bitten, then wakes up with vampire powers. Well, duh. If you get bitten by a vampire, you get vampire powers. Is that not how it works? The trope's a bit over the top new, ain't it? But it's like a thing where if you're in a zombie world, you don't want to let people know that zombies exist. So you change the name, like Walkers or Zeds. But by the end, she is forced to bite Blade, which makes her basically a god with ultimate power. The Empire, unlimited power. Emperor Palpatine little quote, but fuck it. Just short by nerd up there. The source briefly summarizes of the film's climax. She wins and takes Blade's place. Yep, MsheU on the way. MsheU on the way. Now apparently the new script was a loser, and doing his damnedest to get the director wasn't happy, wanted changes. Seems that Kevin Feige refused a damn thing apparently. Damn, bro. And so the director walked away from the project. So whole production hell, getting stopped, was creative differences, and it just wasn't going to work. The Daywalker, the script was originally confirmed by Doomcock second source, so he had more than one source. I think he had a few sources according to the video. Watched it the other day anyway. I've been busy since then. I see him advert. See, even details through the window you get. They don't do it these days. And you're covering up the source. Why you do this to me? Pretty much in short, generic. At least they detail some of the background, but then nothing. Nothing. Bringing Black Panther. I prefer the earlier stuff, just how it is. So in short, I mean, I did a long one, but in short, it seems, sorry about that, another advert. In short, it seems that the director's left due to creative differences, because it's going to be woke as fuck. The Blade was going to get pushed in the background, replaced with female lead, and it was stealing the plot to Underworld, and sort of goes back into the original Blades as well, which I don't know why you just don't either start a franchise with a female Blade who's a daughter. You could make some excuse why Blade's not there instead of trying to launch it with Blade. I don't know. I'm not paid the big bucks, but I want to go into this. Remember the date. This was 6 years ago now. Blade creators declined an Underworld crossover because Marvel had other ideas. So the other idea was to cross over or create the MsheU. So I can see why Marvel wanted to put it in the MsheU for. But if they were going to steal the script, you could have just done a crossover. Or it was that the writers are just hacks and they just can't be arsed, and they just watched everything and went, oh yeah, steal that. You know what they could be like. So imagine the next Underworld movie in the universe with road vampires and werewolves, bringing in Marvel characters to spice things up. I mean, they could do more than spice things up with Blade and what's her name? Can't remember her name now. But Underworlds, the first two were good. I think there's another two which are shite. Well, not shite. They're watchable. They're alright. And then the last one was about 2016, wasn't it? So, oh no, when that idea spurred on. So, yeah, that was Blood Wars. It's like a civil war they have with the vampires. I liked it. It's watchable. You can just shut your brain off and watch it. It's perfectly fine. So pretty much, let's just wrap this up. In short, they wanted to just do a crossover. The MsheU said no, and then now the MsheU stole the script, air quotes, to launch their own female lead, and we'll see how it goes. But hopefully they get a decent director in, they finally agree to change the script, and they bring Blade to the forefront. They could still have the door in, as a secondary wall. She could still turn into a vampire. She just keep Blade as the lead. Don't give her god powers. Don't turn her to MsheU. Have her have the struggle, the character development, and you can bring her in later on. And I think that's what the fandom pretty much wants. Not like just not MsheU. They want the challenge. They want to see how it overcomes. We want the debate of fandom. But we're coming on to the 20-minute mark, so let's wrap this up. Thanks for listening. I've been Dave. You've been to the Davyverse. Good night.